1070 WGSO Madison and W265CB Madison. Take us anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app. Talking Golf on the Golf Effect Network is on the air. Talking Golf is brought to you by American Transmission Company, ATC, helping you keep the lights on, businesses running, and communities strong. American Family Insurance, insure carefully and dream fearlessly. Oak Park Place, offering senior living options for the lifestyle you deserve, with amenities and services for a carefree, independent way of life. And by the Princeton Club, a premier health club that combines state-of-the-art equipment with a highly trained staff and convenient locations. Now, here are your co-hosts of Talking Golf, Dennis Tiziani and Paul Brown.
And we welcome you to Cherokee Country Club in Madison for another round of Talking Golf on the Golf Effect Radio Network. Along with Dennis Tiziani, I'm Paul Brown, and tonight on the show, we're going to have three special guests. Jacob Beckman will be with us. Jacob is a junior from Middleton High School, and he is playing in the Boys Junior PGA Championship, and that is going on out in Hartford, Connecticut. He's one of two Wisconsin players in that tournament. Also, Gary D'Amato is going to check in. He's got a bunch of stories to cover on Wisconsin golf. And joining us is a Cherokee member, Steve Seimer, who's sitting next to Tiz here on our set. And Steve, who says 13 is an unlucky number? That's how many Hickory golf tournaments you've won over the years. Congratulations. You're really serious about that, aren't you?
Well, it's just a lot of fun, Paul. It's another way to play golf, and golf is a great game. And if you can play it two different ways, there you go. More fun.
Have you ever seriously spent a lot of time, Tiz, playing Hickory clubs and that kind of thing?
Well, not spend a lot of time, but that's how we started. That's what we had was Hickory clubs. And, you know, my brother had a set of left-handed Hickory clubs my dad threw in the garbage.
He did?
Yeah, until he learned how to play right hand, you know. So Hickory, and it's a special deal. I give him a lot of credit, and there's a couple other members that are playing that too. And it's a lot of fun. Once you understand about radial torque and droop in the shaft, then you can really do this thing right, you know. But it's really fun. It really is.
And Brooks Koepka picked up another golf championship over the weekend, beating Rory McIlroy, who had 29 putts on Sunday and didn't talk to the media. He was really down after finishing the way he did in that tournament.
He's really down now, you know, because they both had to go to the hospital.
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, you know, Rory to get Koepka's shoe out of his butt because he got kicked really bad. Koepka's a good player, and they're underestimating how really good he is.
Is he the undisputed golfer of the year on the PGA Tour?
How can you judge him not be that? He's the best player in the world today.
Well, he's got 3 wins this year. And
how many majors?
He won a couple of majors, and he was in the top 4 of all 4 tournaments of the majors, and he won a couple of them. And then he finished second to Tiger, and he also finished second at the U.S. Open to Woodland. So
plays good, and he's playing from my opinion, not a very good position, but he's so strong that he can do that. He can get away with it.
You had a big tournament here at Cherokee today. There was about 80 youngsters out here today. What was going on there?
PGA Junior. It's nice to see, and it was nice to see so many young girls playing, because that's not an issue certainly, but it's something that we have to do to get them up so they can compete. I think one of our guys just got, didn't he get just somehow waylaid for, who was the instructor that made a comment about Korean?
I've got that. You're talking about Hank Haney?
Hank Haney, yeah, that he made that thing. And what people don't understand is they work harder. You know, they do. They work harder. I mean, I can tell you there was one girl she just won the tournament, and on Monday morning, she was hitting balls on the golf range. So that's what they do.
Sherry Steinhauer used to say that. They work harder.
Right. So our girls have to work a little harder.
But what Tiz was referring to, and I was going to bring this up later in the show, but now we might as well talk about it.
Stealing my notes.
Hank Haney was suspended by the PGA Tour on XM radio because on one of those particular shows, he was commenting on the U.S. Women's Open Golf Tournament. And his comment was, he said he would predict a Korean would win every tournament. He says he can't name 6 players on the LPGA Tour. And he said, I'll go with Lee. If I don't name a first Lee, I will bet a bunch of them will be right in terms of picking the tournament winner. And the guy that said he deserved to be suspended is a guy named Tiger Woods. Think that has anything to do with the fact that he used to work with him?
It has a lot to do with it. And the comments that Hank Haney, made in his book about this business and his relationship there. However,
what he said, was it wrong?
What Hank Haney said was wrong? Well, what is it? Take a look at take a look at your rankings. Look at that. What's the name of the cup the ladies are playing? They're playing for what?
The Solheim Cup?
So no, it's sometimes they're ranking like the FedEx Cup. Take a look at that. Just look at the top 10 and how many you see that have the American flag across from them. Now that's not a bad thing. Keep in mind, we just have to work harder, and they have a different discipline. And I'll tell you one other thing they have. Those people in Fork, and I take not just Korea. You take some of the other Scandinavian countries. They have programs sponsored by the government to be better players. They have national organizations to teach these people. We don't have that.
And one other note on the PGA Tour, Sergio Garcia. Mm-hmm. There's video of him in 2 situations. Number one, he hit a tee shot, was walking off the tee, turned around and threw his driver and almost hit his caddy with it. There's also video of him on another tee shot where he absolutely was unhappy, smashed his club into the ground, took a huge divot out of the tee, and basically put his foot there to stamp it down, didn't replace it, and walked away. What's your reaction when somebody does that?
Well, I think of people going back of now here we go again. I'm going to get it, but Spanish descent, they send the fly off the handle a little faster. He did it. Who are the guys passed away? John Rahm. I mean, he did it. He's learning, though. He's learning a lot. He's getting a lot better. Seve Ballesteros. These are people who grew up there. There's one guy that he won a Masters. Olazabal. Oh, I lost my ball. Olazabal. Yeah, that he seemed to be the calmest of the bunch. But they tend to do that where whatever is running hot for them. Here's how I look at it, though. They're highly competitive.
Yeah.
Very highly competitive. Sergio, and you can say what you want. I know him in a different light. And I relate this story to you that when Steve was getting better, they went through a little bit of a slump, which everybody goes through, but he went through that. Sergio cornered him in the room there and shut the door, put both hands on Steve's shoulders, looked right at him and said, "Is there something I can do to help you?"
And he was genuine about it.
There's no question that he was. And Steve remembers that. But that's another side that you don't hear. You hear this side, we banged the club. But wait a while. He has a heart. He's a loving guy. Everything about him, I think, is a good thing. Plus, he's a great player.
And we'll be back to chat with Jacob right after this timeout on the Golf Effect Radio Network.
This brown bag lunch. This staycation. This do-it-yourself oil change. Second shift at work. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your first home a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. For home, auto, life, and business. Visit amfam.com to learn more. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Dave Gary for the Princeton Clubs. No matter what your health and fitness goal, we've got a plan to help you get there. Just listen to a few of these experiences.
I have a history of a binge eating disorder. Along with that, depression and anxiety and being overweight and high cholesterol. I've lost 100 pounds. I'm off of blood pressure medication. My cholesterol levels are normal. But even more than that, my mental health is better. I don't struggle with depression anymore. I'm a better mom. I'm a better nurse to my patients. I'm a better wife. My family and I joined the Princeton Club sometime in 2016. I come to the Princeton Club for a better quality of life for myself and my family.
That's incredible. At the Princeton Clubs, with all our amenities and so many ways to get you in better shape, I'd like to invite you to come in, let us know what your goals are, and let's make it happen together. There's never been a better time to be a member of the Princeton Clubs, voted Madison's best health club year after year. Visit PrincetonClub.net for a free trial membership.
At American Transmission Company, we help operate the most complex machine in the world, the grid. We know electricity is a necessity, and we help deliver it to communities that need it. We're helping build a more efficient, economical, and reliable electric system. Our ingenuity and innovation help deliver electricity that powers lives today and tomorrow. American Transmission Company, helping to keep the lights on, businesses running, and communities strong.
W265CV Madison.
Right now, Cherokee Country Club is offering outstanding introductory golf memberships. You can join Cherokee as an individual member for $2,400. Depending on your age, you can get a family membership that starts at only $2,900. Check it out for yourself. What you're going to find is the best deal in Madison when it comes to joining a club. And by the way, your membership also allows you to use the outdoor pool. You can play tennis for court cost only and use all the facilities at the Princeton Club and go to the Madison Club. If you're a business, Cherokee offers a voucher program that allows you to purchase 20 rounds of golf, good for 18 holes with golf cart for only $1,500. What a great way to entertain your clients, customers, or employees. Cherokee also offers memberships for swimming and indoor and outdoor tennis. And the public is welcome to use the driving range, restaurant, banquet facilities, and you can book a wedding there. For more information, call 249-1000 or visit the website at CherokeeCountryClub.net.
Wild Rock is Wisconsin's best-kept secret in golf. Just a short trip to the Dells, Wild Rock will have you feeling miles from anywhere with a secluded and scenic yet challenging golf experience. For the listeners of this station, you can play Wild Rock weekdays during the summer for $79, which includes golf, lunch, and a Wild Rock hat when you book online using promo code Madison. That's right, $79 for golf, lunch, and a hat when you book online using promo code Madison at wildrockgolf.com. That's wildrockgolf.com.
Back on Talking Golf on the Golf Effect Radio Network from Cherokee Country Club in Madison, along with Dennis Tiziani. I'm Paul Brown. And Jacob Beckham is going to join us right now. Jacob is playing in the PGA Junior Championship, the tournament for boys that's going on out in Hartford, Connecticut. Jacob, welcome to the program. You tee it up at 7:30 tomorrow morning in round one of a two-day tournament. For the people here in the Madison area and throughout the state, you're a junior at Middleton High School. Give us a little bit about your golf background.
Hi, thank you for having me on the show. A little background for my golf game. I was born in Boston, Massachusetts, out there, then moved to California. That was where I learned to first swing the club. My parents had me swinging plastic clubs in the house when I was 3 years old, and I fell in love with the game ever since. And I've just been working on my game all the time and just getting better.
Who's been real influential for you, Jacob, in getting you involved in golf and staying with golf? Is there any one particular person that's been involved in that, maybe more so than others?
I would say there would be two. Both my mom and my dad have been very influential in developing my interest in golf, and all throughout the journey, they've been supportive of me every step of the way.
And you do take instruction from Larry Tiziani here at Cherokee Country Club. How long have you been working with Larry, for starters?
I started working with Larry last September, was our first lesson together.
And what has Larry done to help you become a better golfer? And what have you learned from Larry about the game of golf?
Larry has really helped me with managing golf courses and building and having the confidence to pull off the shots that need to be hit on the course. He's also helped a lot with my practice, so I practice smart and just playing smart on the golf course. And I've learned from Larry. Larry's been through it all. He's such a great coach and a great mentor to me. And I learned from Larry just to really enjoy every time you get to play golf, just be in the moment and have a level-headed attitude out there.
How would you describe yourself as a player?
I try to be as relaxed as possible as a player. I enjoy every moment I get to play the game. I have fun playing the game, have fun at every tournament. And I look at myself as a very positive player out there on the course. And I'm always just keeping my head up and enjoying every minute of it.
What would you say you've got to learn or improve on as you develop your game of golf? Is there an area or two that you feel you need particular improvement in?
Always, I think everyone can say always that improving around the greens, that's the short game is fine-tuned as possible, and just being able to get up and down from anywhere out on the golf course.
Tell us a little bit about your experience at Middleton, and they've got an outstanding golf program there. Just kind of recap that aspect of your young career so far.
Yes, so at Middleton, great program, great coach, and Tom Sabalka. I was fortunate enough to be able to play varsity freshman year and this past year, and it's been a great journey. I've made some great friends on the team, and with all 5 coming back next year, we always keep looking forward to better our season. Last year we were runner-up at the state tournament, and this year we're just going for gold, trying to get better.
How many guys are out for golf at Middleton High School for the boys?
My freshman year, there were 70 guys that went out, and since there's a no-cut program with the great facility that Pleasant View offers us, they allow us to not cut anybody on the team. So all 70 guys were able to make the team both years, and all 70 play.
That really is amazing. Not all high schools have that, but when you've got that kind of situation and that much competition, that's a good thing. It's just unfortunate not everybody gets to play.
Which is something that we'd look forward to coming up. Is that why is it that we can't have events and/or like for the other 60?
Yeah,
as you go forward, because competing is a big item, especially at this stage of the game.
Dennis, you spend a great portion of your life involved in golf. You got Jacob here as a junior in high school, and he's out in Hartford, Connecticut. We're going to talk about the golf course and the tournament in general. But any advice you'd offer a young man like this?
No, I think doing what he's doing is fine. He's getting in positions, tournaments and the like, where he has an opportunity to fail. I think any time that you're at his level is to keep pushing yourself so that you can go to the highest level where you can fail, and you'll learn from that. And then the second part is that you have to have a short memory. You know, when you get done and you slam the trunk or whatever, it's over. We're moving on to the next thing. And, you know, he has a great program going where he has a mentor as far as golf goes, teaching him a little bit a lot of times. And he's concentrating on the playing part. Now he's 16 years old, are you? 16?
Yeah, I turned 16 next month.
So there you go. You know, I mean, he's got a ways to go where mental age gets closer to his chronological age. And once he gets there from a golf perspective, which he's doing, and he starts to move in that direction where mental age and his chronological age or his physical age is moving along at the same time, he's got nothing but a lot of good things in front of him.
We're chatting with Jacob Beckham. And Jacob, kind of run us through, how did you qualify for this tournament and represent Wisconsin as one of 2 in the Boys Junior PGA Championship that's going on out in Connecticut?
So to qualify for this tournament, I won the WPGA Championship, which was played in Milwaukee, the one round at Brown Deer Golf Course and the other one at Dretska Park Golf Course, 2 great courses in the Milwaukee area, and I shot even par both days for a total of 143, which won the tournament and qualified me to represent Wisconsin at the PGA National Tournament.
Now you're getting ready, as we mentioned, to tee it up on Tuesday morning. You mentioned you've had a couple of practice rounds on that golf course. Kind of describe your experience there, what you're seeing in the golf course, and how does that fit your game? What are you going to have to do in terms of hopefully playing very well there?
I think the main key after playing my 2 practice rounds would be when I get the ball on the green, it needs to be below the hole. The greens here are lightning fast, and when you get above in the wrong, if you're in the wrong spot on the green, putts blowing by the hole 5, 6 plus feet are very, very possible. And it's just tee to green. It isn't the most challenging course I've seen, but the greens here are phenomenal. And it's just probably the best green design that I have ever seen at a golf course.
Sounds like this young man's got it kind of figured out here, Ted.
Yeah, he's good. He's got it where we want to be below the hole. And I'd suggest to him that when you putt on the exhale. Did you hear me?
I will.
Okay.
I will.
It's just like anybody shooting long range of anything, whether it be bows, arrows, guns, whatever, is to putt on the exhale.
You're taking my questions away tonight. I was going to have that one later, but now's an appropriate.
Did you notice, though, that I don't have to have a piece of paper?
Well, I do. I don't have the memory that you have.
I mean, come on.
For everybody that seriously, for everybody that plays golf, a simple little thing like that, why is it important?
Well, you watch them shoot free throws, shooting long distance gun. We do that. As you do it on the exhale, they exhale because that gets rid of that bad stuff inside of your lung. But what the big deal does, it relaxes chest and arm muscles when you do that. It's on the exhale. Don't hold your breath, but it's on the exhale, and everything gets quiet, and away you go. See.
So I'll see it now. Everybody at Cherokee, right before they putt, going.
I'm just worried that I'm going to have a golf cart to pick them up. That's all.
Jacob, we want to thank you for your time and very sincerely, congratulations on representing Wisconsin out there at the Boys Junior PGA Championship. And we all wish you the best of luck and hopefully you have a lot of success in the next couple of days.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
All right. Good luck, Jacobs.
And we'll be back after this time out on the Golf Effect Radio Network.
This brown bag lunch, this staycation, this do-it-yourself oil change, this second shift at work. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your first home a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it for home, auto, life, and business. Visit amfam.com to learn more. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
How does your home bring you to life? At Oak Park Place, life comes to you. You'll find comfortable living spaces and spacious apartments with all the features you expect in a place to call home. And Helping Hands provides support when you need it. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more about assisted living, memory care, and rehabilitation services at Oak Park Place, East Madison, Baraboo, Janesville, and our newest location in Tacoma, just off Midvale Boulevard. We're here to help. Oak Park Place.
It's time to play the University Wisconsin golf course, University Ridge. Brand new bunkers and subtle design changes have only added to the excellent value of University Ridge, making it one of the best deals in the Midwest. The proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship is open to the public and one of the only PGA Tour champion facilities that you can play for under $100. For rate information and to reserve a tee time, check out universityridge.com. Play where the Badgers and the pros play, University Ridge.
Hi, this is Paul Brown, longtime Badgers sportscaster. My wife was only 57 years old when she started having trouble remembering things at work and getting lost driving home. That was the start of a heartbreaking 8-year journey that led to her eventual passing from Alzheimer's. Please don't ignore the 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's. Know where Alzheimer's hides. Find information at alz.org/Wisconsin.
Sponsored by the Alzheimer's Association.
Driving rain, precipitation, downpour, cats and dogs. There are many names for bad weather, but to handle them, you only need one name. Mercedes-Benz with 4MATIC Permanent All-Wheel Drive. 4MATIC All-Wheel Drive enables better traction, giving you more certainty to negotiate surprises. So whether you're navigating slippery wet pavement or tricky off-road puddles, it helps give you more confidence in a thunderstorm, a deluge, wet stuff. 4MATIC all-wheel drive is available on more Mercedes-Benz models than ever before. Get the 2019 GLC 300 4MATIC starting at just $42,700. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
MSRP for a 2019 GLC 300 4MATIC excludes all options, taxes, title, registration, transportation charge, and dealer prep. Options, model availability, and actual dealer price may vary. Always drive carefully, consistent with conditions. See dealer for details.
Test drive the Mercedes-Benz 4MATIC at Zimbrick European on Rimrock Road off the Beltline, or shop ZimbrickEuropean.com.
Hi, this is Dave Gary with the Princeton Clubs. A great round of golf requires the right club at the right time. Here in Wisconsin, the Princeton Club is the right club at the right time. If you want to improve your game, give us a call for custom golf fitness programs, or better yet, try us free during our open house going on now at all our award-winning Princeton Club locations. We work with all types of golfers to increase flexibility, core strength, stamina, and overall fitness. For more information, go to princetonclub.net.
And we're back on Talking Golf on the Golf Effect Radio Network, along with Dennis Tiziani from Cherokee Country Club. I'm Paul Brown, and we've got a Cherokee member with us now, Steve Seimer. Before we talk about Hickory Golf and Steve, who just completed a course we'll chat about in a minute, but three of us looking out the back window here, just to what would be our left as we look out. Brand new patio sitting there at Cherokee.
How could you point that way and it's left?
Well, that's to the left of us as we do it.
Wow. See what I'm telling you about left-handers? Yes, we have a brand new patio.
It looks pretty nice, doesn't it, Steve?
Beautiful.
He changed. He wouldn't talk to me.
Yeah.
No, it is very nice. We've been wanting to do that for a long time. It's an addition to our sports lounge. People like it. Women especially like it, being out there. And I
saw you sitting out there over the weekend with about 4 or 5 of them holding court.
Oh, yeah, holding court. And then the microphone. And then the speaker on top of the flagpole. So when you all play 16, I'm going to be chatting into that microphone. Man.
Steve, and there are members that don't believe he would do that, but you and I both know better.
We know he would do that. That's correct.
You suspect you're going to be one of those
That's
that he's
right.
going to pick on?
That's right.
He'll probably look at you and say, Jesus, get rid of those old hickory
That's
sticks.
right.
What the hell are you doing?
What the hell are you doing with that?
We'll talk about hickory sticks and hickory golf in a minute, but Steve is a member of Cherokee. We just mentioned that, and he just came back from the U.S. Golf Teachers Federation, where he participated in a certification course. And in a nutshell, Steve, describe exactly what that is.
Well, it's a program to help teach golf. And I have grandchildren, and I want to help them become golfers, but I don't want to teach them the wrong things. So I went to this course so that I could help them the proper way. And it was a good course, 5 days long. You had a player ability test you had to pass. You had a rules test you had to pass. And they taught everything from the grip through the full swing, through sand play, putting, everything.
Where are there courses to do that? And they're doing this all over the United States.
It's all over the
not?
country, and they're part of the World Golf Teachers Federation as well. But the U.S. Golf Teachers Federation, I was going to go to a course in Las Vegas, but that wasn't until November. My grandson's playing a lot of golf this summer. So I took this one. It was the earliest one in the summer near me that I could go to.
Who puts on the instructions and what are their qualifications? Or just kind of give us...
the guy I had was Mike Wolf. And Mike Wolf's written a book called The Driven Golfer. It's a great book about how to play scratch golf. And he breaks it down very simply. He was a very good instructor. But this, the U.S. Golf Teachers Federation, I think was started in 1989 and has been teaching people to become golf teachers ever since then.
Kind of take us through the 5 days that you were there and what all happens at that event.
Well, we had classroom every morning for a few hours, quizzes and tests, make sure we knew what we were doing, make sure we understood what they were talking about. And then we'd go out to the golf course and he would actually work on, the first thing you started was the grip and your posture and the ball position and your golf swing. We worked on putting one day and chipping one day and pitching one day and, the whole 9 yards. Then we had to actually go through and demonstrate how to teach that to someone, and he would say, what am I doing wrong? He'd throw a chicken wing up or he'd have an incorrect grip or something like that. We had to correct him.
What did you learn from the whole process throughout the week? What did you take away from it?
I felt I learned a lot. But after talking to Dennis and listening to Larry, I probably didn't learn very much. But
no, you did. You did.
learn the basics. And realistically, if we all go down back to basics, we're going to play better golf. We really are. My last 2 rounds out here have been the best rounds of the year for me. And it's after I just went through 5 days of school. So I just completed the class on Friday, and Saturday I was 3 under, and today I shot 69. So that's pretty good for me. I'm a 6 handicap, so I don't normally shoot those numbers.
And Dennis, from the perspective of someone going through a school like that, overall, it's all part of being a better player and learning about golf. And in summary, that should be a good thing for golf as a sport, right?
It's a very good thing for someone to try to do it. It's a very difficult game when you dip right into the mud of this thing. But for what he did, and he did it for being with his grandson, which he likes to play with, and goes on and on and on. At least from a fundamental standpoint, as the youngster goes down, he can go ahead and get him to how to hold the club, how to stand there, and then let him hit the ball. Let him play, let him have fun to do it. But I know that that's a real good thing that he did. And he says for his grandson, but really he didn't mention what his grandson shot, did he? He mentioned what he shot. So why did he go to this clue? Not for his grandson.
I think for both.
Yeah. Oh, no. He went to be a better player himself. Don't kid me, which is a good thing.
I play Hickory clubs more often than moderns anyway, so my score doesn't matter. But it did really help me with the grandkids. One of the things they taught, too, was, especially with children, is it's got to be about fun. A lot of these kids, you have a young kid, 5, 6, 7 years old, you can't have them sitting on the range for an hour hitting golf balls.
No.
Their attention span is small. You've got to have them do something fun. So we go out and play a few holes out here. We usually just play the horn. Cherokee's set up perfect for that. 16, 17, 18, you go play that. The kid's done. We hit a couple balls in the lake when we're done, and then we come inside and have a snack or lunch or something. So,
but you see, it's playing, and that's what he said. Yeah. It's about playing. Now, you just talked to Jacob here. That's a different kind of playing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's out there going to get smacked in the head a few times. He's going to teach how to handle rejection. Different than what he's doing. He's teaching this guy how to have fun, and if it goes over to here, don't worry about keeping score. Maybe we can keep score. Maybe we'll count to 5, and things like that. In his case, a different story. Because it's about how you handle rejection, and it takes a whole lot of things that you need to do off the course in order to be on the course.
And Steve, I don't think you'd disagree with this, and I'm sure Tiz would. It's all part of becoming better educated about golf, becoming a better player, but it comes back to not everybody can do that, go to a course like that and that kind of thing.
Right.
So it still comes back to the local people that are working on golf, right? I mean, am I wrong on that?
No question. Or how many times now is he going to play with his wife or in a couple something else, and he's going to be able to give them some tips that's going to make it more fun for them.
Okay, Dennis, you know as well as I do, I'm not going to give my wife any tips unless she asks for them, or I'll be in all kinds of trouble.
I know about that. I know her really well. But, you can try, but there'll be other ones there, and they're very receptive, and she trusts you. That's a big item in the process. Yeah. She trusts what he says, and now he has some certification to do that. I just think it's a great thing.
But the bottom line is people, if they really want to play better golf or play golf even to have fun, there should be some level of instruction that they should at least be willing to look into.
Right.
Right?
Well, that's it. And I've been an advocate of, I think that a lot of people don't take lessons because they aren't going to pay $80 to $100 an hour. They aren't going to do that. They don't get much out of an hour anyway. And I've always thought that the problem could be solved with the board of directors at a club, because that board of directors hires a golf pro. And part of, or all of his, a good portion of his job should be to be able to teach those members, and the board should fund that teaching or figure out a way in the salary portion so that these teachers become available. And if, I'm in the business of it, so it's dues collection. I mean, if the person plays better, they're going to play more often, and they're going to continue to join the club. I mean, so that's where I think that is going to have to morph to, that the board of directors at a particular club would have to get instruction for people so that they would get instructed. And, and I don't want to say they're cheap and they aren't going to do it, but the matter of fact is, if it's free or part of the membership, then that would work. So I think there ought to be more of that instruction that goes on, much like he's doing, just like that. And their level could be more or could be better, or you would get instructors that could teach a different level of players.
Now, I know he's not only a 13-time winner on the Hickory Tour, he's a good golfer. Do you know he's a heck of a bass fisherman, too?
I know. That's what I told him he should be. He should be teaching bass. I mean, this guy can put the plug inside of a culvert from 30 yards away. Think about that. Whew, just like that, and put it right in the culvert. He can't make a... Oh, yes, he can. He's putting very good now. I was going to say he can't make a putt, but he can put this thing in the culvert. It's pretty good.
He gave me a tip on a type of lure that my brother should use for bass fishing up in Canada.
Yeah.
Steve, it didn't work. He either didn't toss it right or something was wrong. He goes, it didn't work.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, it isn't
it worked
the lure
for us when we were up there. I don't think it might not be the lure.
It's not the
You know,
lure.
you can buy, Paul, you can buy a
the...
$1,000 golf club. It's not going to make you hit it better.
That's right. It's not the... Oh, I better not say that either. It's not the arrow, buddy.
Tiz says that all the time. He says it's not the arrow, it's the Indian. Just think about that one for a minute. You obviously have a passion for both of them, but you have a real passion for golf, don't you, Steve? I mean, because of the way you play Hickory a lot and you play a lot of golf and that kind of thing, and you're serious.
Well, I met my wife here playing golf at Cherokee Country Club as well. So it's meant a lot to me, and just to see the joy the kids get when they play. Yeah. I mean, you see, Dominic hits a golf ball and it goes 100 yards. It might roll into the bunker, but it went 100 yards.
Yeah,
the look on his face is just amazing, and that's just worth it.
What do you get out of the Hickory, playing Hickory golf? And explain quickly what you mean, what Hickory means to you.
Okay, there's a Society of Hickory Golfers that we're members of, and we play tournaments all over the country. You have to use golf clubs that were manufactured before 1935. And then we use a golf ball that resembles the old mesh golf ball. See, it's a soft compression golf ball. It might be a 35, 50 compression golf ball. But the Hickory game is just so much fun. It just takes you back. You slow your swing down. You don't have to hit the ball as far. You don't hit it as far.
It won't go as far.
But the handicaps aren't that different. My handicap's only 2 or 3 shots higher with Hickories than it is with modern clubs. So it's not that different. We play a little shorter yardages, but it's just a bunch of fun.
And I was in Phoenix last February, and I find out he wins the Desert Hickory tournament.
I thought you were going to say you played. They don't make left-handed wooden clubs.
Well, we do have left-handed wooden clubs.
Greg
yes,
Smith
we do.
Actually put together a set for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does pretty good too.
Yeah, but we appreciate you coming on the show. And
thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
We'll be back with Gary D'Amato after this time out on the Golf Effect Radio Network.
This brown bag lunch, this staycation, this do-it-yourself oil change, this second shift at work. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your first home a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. For home, auto, life, and business. Visit amfam.com to learn more. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Dave Gary with the Princeton Clubs. A great round of golf requires the right club at the right time. Here in Wisconsin, the Princeton Club is the right club at the right time. If you want to improve your game, give us a call for custom golf fitness programs, or better yet, try us free during our open house going on now at all our award-winning Princeton Club locations. We work with all types of golfers to increase flexibility, core strength, stamina, and overall fitness. For more information, go to princetonclub.net.
Hi, this is Pat Richter. Whether choosing to make assisted living or memory care home, Oak Park Place offers a lifestyle centered around activities you enjoy, all with neighbors that become like family. You'll find independence when you want it, assistance when you need it. Oak Park Place. Our Wauwatosa community is located just off the expressway. For more information, call 414-292-0398. Our Oak Creek facility is scheduled to open in the fall. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
American Transmission Company moves electricity from where it's generated to communities where it's needed. Along the way, we help create an environment we can all appreciate. Animals find food and pollinator-friendly habitats we plant. Osprey nests on our platforms, and neighbors enjoy trails we help develop. At ATC, we care about the environment we all share. American Transmission Company, helping to keep the lights on, businesses running, and communities strong.
Right now, Cherokee Country Club is offering outstanding introductory golf memberships. You can join Cherokee as an individual member for $2,400. Depending on your age, you can get a family membership that starts at only $2,900. Check it out for yourself. What you're going to find is the best deal in Madison when it comes to joining a club. And by the way, your membership also allows you to use the outdoor pool. You can play tennis for court cost only and use all the facilities at the Princeton Club and go to the Madison Club. If you're a business, Cherokee offers a voucher program that allows you to purchase 20 rounds of golf, good for 18 holes with golf cart for only $1,500. What a great way to entertain your clients, customers, or employees. Cherokee also offers memberships for swimming and indoor and outdoor tennis. And the public is welcome to use the driving range, restaurant, banquet facilities, and you can book a wedding there. For more information, call 249-1000 or visit the website at CherokeeCountryClub.net.
It's time to play the University Wisconsin Golf Course University Ridge. Brand new bunkers and subtle design changes have only added to the excellent value of University Ridge, making it one of the best deals in the Midwest. The proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship is open to the public and one of the only PGA Tour Champions facilities that you can play for under $100. For rate information and to reserve a tee time, check out universityridge.com. Play where the Badgers and the pros play, University Ridge.
And we're back on Talking Golf on the Golf Effect Radio Network, along with Dennis Tiziani, Dave McCann, Kevin Ryan, Paul Brown here. And joining us is our correspondent who travels the state, Gary D'Amato. And Gary's the senior writer for Wisconsin.golf and thoroughly enjoying, after many years of writing for Milwaukee newspapers.
And going to Augusta and going here and going there. I mean,
like Augusta, what, 23, 24 years, something like
playing
that.
down there with all the big shots.
Tough assignment. Now he can go to different golf courses in the state and play around and then do a critique on the course and that kind of thing. And he should come here and get a lesson from you.
No.
You won't. That'd be the first time you'd ever refuse anything.
No, I'm not. No, he should come, but, I don't know. Whatever he wants to do, I guess, is okay.
How's that introduction, Gary?
That's a pretty good introduction, TD, except it's 28 Masters. Just
wow.
the record straight.
28 Masters.
28 Masters. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
He's got his own locker down there.
Yeah. How many times, seriously, have you played the course? 3-4 times over the years?
Yeah, I played it four times in the media lottery. Really lucky. Yeah, it's obviously a special place, and I've been really lucky to play it. So
you can probably
not going to tell you my scores, though. Not going to tell you my scores.
Oh, I was just going to say,
why don't you just tell us how many putts per round?
Yeah, one of the times I played it, I only had 1 3-putt. So
really,
that's not bad.
That is really good. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you play 3 holes that day, or did you play 18?
Wow, this Paul is really getting with it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Starting to give you a jab.
Usually it's his rip.
Right. He took my arrow. He's jabbing you, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's start. We've got a number of subjects for you, Gary, and let's start with Mark Wilson disqualifying himself. Mark, of course, has a background in state of Wisconsin, but what's that all about, and what a stupid rule that is, huh?
Yeah, I agree with you there, Paul. Mark, this isn't the first time Mark's called penalties on himself. He's done it several times over his career, and one time he still went on to win the Honda Classic after calling a penalty on himself. But yeah, this one, the Barracuda Championship, after a couple of rounds, he realized that he was using an old greens book reader. Those you see the pros reach in their back pocket and they pull out those books and open them up and look at the green configurations. Well, the USGA passed a rule that went into effect January 1st of this year that it made the scale of those books smaller. So it's a real stupid technicality. And he was using an old book that had the old scale, and he realized that he said, I only used it a couple of times, but one is too many. And so he disqualified himself for using an illegal greens reading book, which I think is just incredible. First of all, the rule is, I think, kind of stupid. But
part of the swamp.
How ridiculous is that?
Part of the
Seriously,
swamp.
how ridiculous is that?
I don't know. Like the book has something to do, you still have to putt it, But, I give him credit. I mean, it's a rule. He violated the rule. He's a 4-point
Yeah.
student. You know, this guy's not a normal guy. He's a
Golf
smart-
is integrity, and he showed a lot right there. Huh?
It's honesty and integrity. Those are the two basic rules that underlie all rules, and he just did it. So good for him.
Yeah, Charlie Danielson, who we had on the show a couple of weeks ago, he did pretty well
Yeah.
recently, didn't he?
You know, I've been saying all year that he's going to bust through this year, and boy, he sure did at Barracuda. I mean, at one point Sunday, you know, they used that Stableford scoring system where you know 5 points for eagle, 2 for a birdie, 1 for a par, or 0 for a par, whatever it is, the point system. And at one point, with about 5 holes to go, he was 1 point off the lead, and he wound up, you know, still with a top 10 finish. Won $100,000, which it's a lot of money for a guy struggling to make it on tours. And he gets into the next event. So all in all, a really, really good week for Charlie.
And Gary D'Amato is with us. Gary, you're very familiar with the operation over at Kohler and know a lot of the people over there. And you keep talking about the facilities and hosting tournaments and that kind of thing. And looking into the crystal ball, you'd like to see more national tournaments there. Do you think that's a realistic possibility?
I do. I think, you know, the Kohler company obviously has done a great job with the USGA championships they've had and the PGA of America stuff they've had, the PGA championships. I know Mr. Kohler doesn't want it to end. He wants more coming. But, you know, there's other courses in Wisconsin that are starting to get stuff too. Erin Hills is getting, you know, has gotten a couple USGA events and is getting a couple more. The Mid-Am is coming there in 2022 and the Women's Open in 2025. And Century World, you know, I was just up there, you guys, for the U.S. Girls Junior, and I'll tell you what, that course was fabulous. Great condition, and the USGA really likes the place. Now, they're not ever going to get a U.S. Open up there, but they're going to get more stuff. They're going to get maybe a Senior Open or a Senior Women's Open. So there's a lot of courses in our state that are, you know, in the running for these big championships, and it's great to see.
Gary, if you were to pick a course in Wisconsin that could get a national tournament other than the ones you've mentioned, Tiz, I'm going to ask you the same question. Where would you guys think that course might be?
Well, I think Milwaukee Country Club could get almost anything, not maybe a U.S. Open, but a lot of USGA events. But I don't think Milwaukee Country Club really wants
parking. Parking.
Yeah. What's that?
Parking. That's an issue there. You're right about that. That's
parking.
maybe the best course that I've played. If I were to tell you one, Milwaukee Country Club is very good. But parking is a deal. But now because they've done it here where they bus you to places, that may not be as important as before.
Where would your course be if there was one in the state?
Where they're playing in Kohler is very good.
Yeah.
You know, a Century World is a nice course, but you'll have that same type of a deal there. How do you get in and out of stuff? So you need Erin Hills, I mean, where you've got 600-700 acres that you can use to put tents on and park. Because it isn't all about golf, you know. It's about making money at the site. So, you know, it has to have a place just like that. You'll see something at Sand Valley before too long.
How about Wild Rock in the Dells?
Well, again, you got the same deal. You got such congestion and parking. Where are you going to put all the stuff there? So not that that's not a nice course to do it, but there's other factors that you have to look at other than the nice course.
Yep.
How do I go ahead and make money at it?
Gary, if you had to pick one course that's your favorite to play in Wisconsin, maybe you don't even want to answer that because you're chatting with courses all over the state. But if there's one that you truly enjoy playing, what would it be?
Well, let's start with just by eliminating all the courses we've just talked about because they're obviously on the very top level, and those are the courses everybody wants to play, the Kohler stuff and Erin Hills and Sand Valley, Century World. But if I were to pick one just below that level, I would pick Lasonia. I just think that's a fantastic golf course. The old Links course by Moreau and Langford, built in 1930, and it's been renovated in recent years. Just hosted the state amateur, and it's a really fun, interesting golf course.
What would yours be, Tiz?
Eagle Bluff Country Club, Hurley, Wisconsin.
Eagle Bluff. Never been there.
I'm sure people who are listening to this thing just fell right over when I said that. That's a course that my dad and I built a long time ago.
Okay. That's a destiny course.
That's a destiny. That is a destiny. We can go walleye fishing up there. Lake Superior.
Take Steve Seimer along. Maybe you'll catch more.
No,
bass.
he'll show me up over there. I don't want to do that. He's a scratcher there.
A couple of things on the PGA Tour. Bernhard Langer, he won his 11th senior major title, his 4th senior open. That's a record. That's more senior titles, by the way, than Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player, and Tom Watson were able to do. 40 titles on the PGA Tour, 61 victories on the international golf tournaments. Obviously, one of the all-time greats in the sport. Do you agree, Gary?
I do. Underrated, I think. If you were asking the average golf fan, to name the top 20 players of the last 40 years, I'll bet his name barely gets mentioned by anybody. But, 2 Masters championships, that's huge. But all the stuff he's done around the world, really impressive. And still winning at age 61, I think he is now. I think that's the most impressive thing of all. He's maintained his game all these years. He's in great shape.
Great shape. That's a big item.
Yeah.
Long putter. That's the other item.
Right.
So
people disagree with this.
I'm sure he's not anchoring, but you see, there's a big difference there in long putter versus conventional.
And also, after this weekend, Tom Watson announced that he's done playing the U.S. Senior Open and the Senior Open. I guess, Tiz, that's really no surprise, but there is another guy that's made a major contribution.
Right.
He'll continue to play a few tournaments, but basically, he goes, I know I don't have the tools in my box anymore to be able to compete with those guys.
Very competitive. A lot of stories that I heard of this guy going out of his hotel room or motel room and taking a 7-iron and hitting balls from the 7-iron across the highway into a field, stuff like that. Andy's he's a good friend of Andy Norris.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of things about that. He had the alcohol thing he got past. And, he was a great player. In his first event that he played in, he tried to qualify for. We were out in LA. He had just qualified. He just got his player's card from the qualifying to come to qualify in a tournament. And he played behind me in the same qualifying round. I got to see him there the first time. Who the hell was this guy that was driving the ball as far as that was? I mean, I would turn around and this ball's rolling up after I had already walked about 30 yards, And turned out it was him, Tom Watson. Extremely good putter, and beat Nicklaus in that event over in the British Open.
Gary, we're going to close it up here. We're running out of time in a couple of minutes. Skins game in October in Japan. Tiger, Rory, Jason Day, and Hideki Matsuyama. Big deal for you? What do you think of the Skins game?
I wish I could say I cared, TV, but I don't care too much about the Skins game, really. It's a made-for-TV event. It'll get a nice audience. I think it probably will be prime time and people will tune in, but I won't be one of them, I don't think.
What did you ask him?
Not a big deal.
I was looking at one over, which was in that
very good.
She's just getting back into playing again. Deer's a tough place to play, really, for that gal.
Gary, he doesn't listen to me all the time, so it's no surprise that I didn't.
What did you ask him?
The Skins game, a big deal to you?
No.
Okay.
Anytime you play, they're playing for too much money right now. It's gotten to be something that's totally different. And, be really good if these guys would play just to see who finished first, second, or third. No money involved.
Like the $15 million that the FedEx Cup winner is going to get this year.
Yeah, that's
$15 million.
Yeah. Wow.
And you're going to go over and watch Bobby in round 2 tomorrow at Brown Deer? Gary?
I'm going to try to sneak over there in the afternoon. Yes, I am.
Yeah, Steve's over there. Steve and Izzy are there.
All right.
Good.
I appreciate it, Gary. Thanks for your time. We'll be back after this time out on the Golf Effect Radio Network.
This brown bag lunch, this staycation, this do-it-yourself oil change, this second shift at work. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your first home a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. For home, auto, life, and business. Visit amfam.com to learn more. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Pat Richter. Oak Park Place offers a lifestyle centered around activities you enjoy, all with neighbors that become like family. Whether choosing to make assisted living or memory care home, you'll find independence when you want it, assistance when you need it. Oak Park Place. Our Wauwatosa community is located just off the expressway. For more information, call 414-292-0398. Our Oak Creek facility is scheduled to open in the fall. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
At American Transmission Company, we help operate the most complex machine in the world, the grid. We know electricity is a necessity, and we help deliver it to communities that need it. We're helping build a more efficient, economical, and reliable electric system. Our ingenuity and innovation help deliver electricity that powers lives today and tomorrow. American Transmission Company, helping to keep the lights on, businesses running, and communities strong.
Wild Rock is Wisconsin's best kept secret in golf. Just a short trip to the Dells, Wild Rock will have you feeling miles from anywhere with a secluded and scenic yet challenging golf experience. Station, you can play Wild Rock weekdays during the summer for $79, which includes golf, lunch, and a Wild Rock hat when you book online using promo code Madison. That's right, $79 for golf, lunch, and a hat when you book online using promo code Madison at wildrockgolf.com. That's wildrockgolf.com.
Driving rain, precipitation, downpour, cats and dogs. There are many names for bad weather, but to handle them, you only need one name. Mercedes-Benz with 4MATIC permanent all-wheel drive.
215.
4MATIC all-wheel drive enables better traction, giving you more certainty to negotiate surprises. So whether you're navigating slippery wet pavement or tricky off-road puddles, it helps give you more confidence in a thunderstorm, a deluge, wet stuff. 4MATIC all-wheel drive is available on more Mercedes-Benz models than ever before. Get the 2019 GLC 300 4MATIC starting just $42,700. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
MSRP for a 2019 GLC 300 4MATIC excludes all options, taxes, title, registration, transportation charge, and dealer prep. Options, model availability, and actual dealer price may vary. Always drive carefully, consistent with conditions. See dealer for details.
Test drive the Mercedes-Benz 4MATIC at Zimbrick European on Rimrock Road off the Beltline, or shop ZimbrickEuropean.com.
Hi, this is Dave Gary with the Princeton Clubs. A great round of golf requires the right club at the right time. Here in Wisconsin, the Princeton Club is the right club at the right time. If you want to improve your game, give us a call for custom golf fitness programs, or better yet, try us free during our open house going on now at all our award-winning Princeton Club locations. We work with all types of golfers to increase flexibility, core strength, stamina, and overall fitness. For more information, go to princetonclub.net.
We're back on Talking Golf and the Golf Effect Radio Network from Cherokee Country Club in Madison, along with Des Tiziani. I'm Paul Brown. Reminder, if you're people that love to play golf, there's 2 golf courses that you can play for a very reasonable price, and that includes 18 holes plus golf car, or to other people, golf cart. To him, it's a golf car.
Includes a golf car, right?
And those 2 courses are UW Ridge here in Madison area, and Wild Rock in Wisconsin Dells. $50 the passes. And there are some left for those 2 golf courses. All you got to do is go to the Golf Effect website. And when you get on the Golf Effect website, it'll say golf passes, and the 2 courses are there. And you can order, if you want to put together a foursome or take 8 people along and play those courses, you can do that. You pay through PayPal. You put in, and it'll give you 2 passes every time you use PayPal. So if you want to force them, just put it in twice. It'll be deducted. PayPal will. The money comes to the Golf Effect, and basically we use it for a lot of different things to help out organizations and different people and that kind of thing. And those passes are going fast. They're good for the remaining part of this golf season. So if you want to go and play Wild Rock in the Dells, it's a great facility. Right, Kevin? It's a great golf course, of course, Ridge here in Madison. And you want to get those passes now because there is a limited amount of them. And when they're gone, they're gone. We only have 50 passes for each course, and more than half of them have already been sold for both courses. For Dave McCann, our engineer, for Kevin Ryan, for Steve Seimer, Dennis Tiziani, I'm Paul Brown, and that's another edition of Talking Golf. We'll be back a week from now, and we'll do it all over again from Cherokee Country Club. Hope you have a good round of golf. And that is Talking Golf on the Golf Effect Radio Network.